Good day, it's Mary, and I want to welcome you again to my channel. And I hope that you're looking at all of the videos that I've put out, and I've worked pretty hard on them, and it's always about the victims with me. You know that. And remember, if you like this video, click like. If you hit subscribe, you can subscribe to all of my wonderful videos and hit that little notification bell over to the side. This way they're delivered to your email box. I want to place a warning to any parent that has children around. Please don't let them watch this video right now, or save it for later on, because it deals with the most depraved activity. So please be warned. When this case broke in the community that I live in, many people were shocked. Well, reporting on true crime, I'm not really shocked at all. But it showed how the community I live in, we lost a little bit of our innocence due to a predator. A man who, in my opinion, deserves to be locked up for life. This is the man I am talking about. His name is Raymond Rodio III. He lives but a few blocks away from me, and that disturbs me. It disturbs many people in our neighborhood. How is this thing going on, this criminal operation of prostitution going on in our neighborhood since 2014? I just don't know. Don't ask me how many times I walked past the house in the over 25 years that I've lived here, never knowing what type of individual lived there. But he is one sick monster. I'm going to read you a little bit about what's going on within my community. 2 days ago, a predator, you know his name, he was arraigned and pled not guilty of running a prostitution ring in the very basement of his parents' home at 116 Lower Rocky Point Road in Sound Beach. He has been engaged in this operation since 2014, as I just said previously. What broke this case was one of his victims. Through the investigation by the Suffolk County Police Department, it was proven that she was part of this depraved criminal ring. To me, all 20 women caught up in this are victims, and I'm speaking up for them. Right now, he is presently being held on $2 million bond. If convicted, he can get a sentence of 25 years. For doing what he did to these women, he deserves life in prison without parole. In a statement by the Suffolk County District Attorney, He said, "This is a dangerous and depraved individual." He went on to say, "With this indictment, we are putting an end to his criminal operation and his victimization of over 20 women." Yeah. He locked away these women in his basement, also known as his dungeon, and he used them as prostitutes. They would get the money, from these Johns, turn over the money to him. He would give them drugs as payment and to keep control over them. He picked on the most vulnerable of women. Women who are caught up in drugs, who are addicted to drugs. These women need help, and they will be getting it. He also threatened violence towards these women if they didn't do what he said. What was so depraved is that there wasn't a bathroom in that basement. So if one of these women or all of them had to go to the bathroom, they had to use a bucket. That is how dehumanizing he treated these women. He didn't see them as being women. This behavior by him is one exhibited by serial killers. We will never know if he would have gone down that road. It's only speculation on my part, but something tells me he could very have well been a future serial killer. These traits were all exhibited by Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, and Joel Rifkin of Long Island, who preyed upon prostitutes and then killed them. This is the very path I feel this predator, the one from my community, could have easily gone down. The neighbors had suspicions, and yes, many of them called the police, according to Gary Polakuski, a local politician. By the way, he set up many different tips on how to bring attention to your local police of any criminal activity within your neighborhood. I will be posting that at the bottom of this video as well, along with the links that I'm getting this information from. Polakuski even stated he had a conversation with Mrs. Nancy Rodio, that's the mom, and she didn't appreciate the concerns. And you know what? Tough. His father complained on News 12 and Newsday that he didn't know what was going on in his basement. How did he not know? Didn't he see strange cars, people coming in and out of his own home while his son operated this criminal enterprise underneath the same roof? All of us own homes, or we're renting homes. Do you not know what's happening on the next level? Think about that. He also said that him trying to get his son into drug treatment was hard, but then he said that it was really hard on him. No, what was hard were these women having to undergo and be terrified this treatment by this predator, Raymond Rodio III. We'll just call him Predator. He engaged these women in this prostitution ring through Craigslist and Backpage. And Craigslist has a very checkered past. And you can Google it, and you will see for yourself how on earth this publication hasn't been shut down by now is beyond me. When you have women answering ads like this and become targets of such viciousness, well, we, the people, have to start speaking up for the victims. Maybe going after Craigslist. But that's not the target of my today's video. I can't fathom how this was going on within my own neighborhood. Again, the age of innocence, whatever innocence we have been living in, has been tainted by this very cruel crime. This man, if you want to call him that, but I will call him a predator, deserves no mercy from our courts or from our judicial system. He's a sick, twisted man who could have easily had gone on to become a serial killer. The blueprint is staring you right in the face. So I just wanted to bring you this video of a case that's happening here locally. And I strongly urge people not to go near that house, because I think it would be an infringement on the neighbors, and I don't think that they would want that extra added attention. So leave it in the police's hands and in the district attorney's hands. Let them be the ones approaching this house. Let's try to keep our little community here as safe as possible. And it all goes back to, if you see something that just doesn't seem right happening in your own neighborhood, no matter where you live, it's up to you. It's up to you to get on the phone and to call the police, and then let them handle it from there on in. I, for one, am glad he is no longer living in my community, a community that I care deeply about. As always, I invite comments below on my videos. Please let me know what you're thinking. And to all of the people that live here within our little community, let's support one another, and let's hope for justice for these 20 victims at the hands of this monster. So, Have a good day. Bye-bye.